I remember my first trade like it was yesterday. It was actually not yesterday. It was 3 months ago now. I have it right up here. I've written it down. I just remember it being the perfect trade. And it's that sort of a trade that I took that I keep on looking back on as a perfect example. This is on GBP JPY, just if you wanted to know, that's what I kind of trade. And let me tell you a little bit of background about this day. So it was the day before my birthday. I'd stacked up around like 400, 600, I think it was £400. And I opened up my broker the day before my birthday, because that was the day I was gonna, have that £1,000 capital to open up a fucking brokerage. Obviously I'm 18, guys, you know what I mean? So I'm allowed to open up a broker. But I opened up a brokerage, started trading, and I took my first trade on that day as well. Sorry about it, guys. But yeah, no, it was a Thursday and I had work that day as well. I had work on my birthday, that's mad. But yeah, no, it was the day before my birthday and I had work. I remember I took the trade around, at 3:39 p.m. I think, yes, I've listed it down somewhere. So yeah, like around 3 o'clock, and I had work at 6. And why I call it so perfect was like, I had no emotions. I did the exact things that a person, like a real trader does. That's how you should be trading. Went outside, went to the gym, did whatever, went to work, no worries. And I checked up on it at like 7 p.m. and it was up. I was like, yeah, this is the perfect trade. Because I was expecting it to be a loss. I even wrote down, I'll read you what I wrote down in a second. But I wrote down, at the end of the day, if I lose only 10 quid. Ha 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 ha. Literally wrote that shit down. But yeah, I thought it was a fucking baller. You know what I mean? I came out of work. I was like, bruv, this is what I'm gonna be telling in the future podcasts. They're gonna ask me, what was your first trade like? And I was like, bruv, it was perfect. And it literally was a perfect trade. Perfect time, perfect execution. I did have some emotions when entering the trade. I was like, should I enter? I wanted to enter at the right moment. But it was, it's perfect trade. And I don't even know why I'm telling you this, but I thought that was breaking moment. That's when I'm going up ever from my first trade. But obviously that did not happen. I've had multiple unnecessary losses after that. Being in drawdown, rethinking my choices, but that is what happens in trading, and that's why it's such a cool thing to learn, because it's for life as well. I remember I was in the car and I just had to tell my mum. I was like, yeah, mum, just made £15. Yeah, it's 15 quid that I made. And and it's just crazy, man, what trading does. Obviously it's not the same anymore, but so I don't know if you guys can read that. I'm gonna read it out. This is my exact writing, word to word. Quote, I am confident about taking this trade because market is seeming to repeat the same movement, transferring from London to New York's session, taking out London's highs and then going for the lows. There's no news at all, but market seems very volatile, so I will update 2:09 p.m. There's also a huge fair value gap that has formed. This might get filled. I'm currently waiting until the 30-minute candle closes to reveal a fair value gap, 2:30 p.m. The market has now formed a doji on the 5-minute and should start to go down. 2:49 p.m. Market is now hopefully forming a hanging man. On the 30-minute, also reversal. 3:39 p.m. Market has now just perfectly touched equilibrium and seems to be heading the London session high. Liquidity sweep. Current thoughts. First live trade. Emotions are being controlled. To help, I'm going to go work and try not to think. At the end of the day, if I lose only 10 quid. Ha 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 ha. Liquidity has been swept and should now continue down to taking out the next lick. My TP. And after, it was like, yeah, hit TP. This is the message. I will stick with this strategy forever. Also, aim to do this only on GBP, JPY. Look for how previous days reacted to the same. Blah, blah, blah. You probably don't care. But here's where, like, bringing just random shit comes into trading. Like, if you have a set strategy that you know what to do, you know what to execute, and it works, there is no point putting in shit like Hanging Man and Doji. I don't even know what that is, and I don't think anyone should even care what that stuff. Obviously, it's good to know it, but you shouldn't really trade off of that one candle, like, sort of patterns, you know what I mean? So I was reading, where's this book? This book is shit. I hate this book. I mean, it's good. It's not even something to read. It's just like informative, I guess you could say. It's this. I mean, it depends how you trade, but for me, this wasn't really helpful. It just gives you just technical analysis, which is boring as fuck, first of all. And second of all, it just doesn't help out if you've already got a nice strategy. Like, you see how I didn't even like, I was just including this shit in the text, like in this note that I've written down. That, like, I didn't actually even execute off of that sort of stuff. I was just reading that book at that time, and I was just like, oh yeah, I'll just add it in because that's what there is in the market. But you don't need all of that shit. You need a simple strategy that you know how to master and that suits you and works for you. Like, for example, this way of trading for me, GBP, JPY, for example, my time zone strategy, whatever, like, just learn from one person and stick to that one person, because it's just always going to be better if you just stick to that one strategy, man. But yeah, that's my first trade. See you later, boys.